Hey Christian, you got the goods?
Yes, sir, I do.
All right, perfect. Well, today on Tech Garage, we got 2 crashing cars on the dash, something to do with the crash imminent system, but no worries, we got the goods, and we have Christian, a Nissan tech, to come over to Tech Garage and give us a hand. So why don't you join us today as we diagnose this Nissan? Let's get out of here, man. Welcome to Tech Garage, presented by RockAuto.com. Well, that's right, I got a laptop here from Nissan. Why is that? Well, compliments of Dave and our tech team. I think they took the Nissan out autocrossing. I don't know what they did, but they actually have 2 cars crashing on the dash and all kinds of warning lights blinking, out of control. Well, we hooked up our little tool down there, couldn't even pull the code, so I had to go get the big gun. We got the Nissan scan tool here, and I pulled up a C1A16. Haven't heard of that code very often, but we always wanted to do autonomous cars. You guys been asking for it, so why not? We got one in here. Now, I went and pulled this from the service manual information, radar, alignment, crash imminent sensor. When I got to about page 40, I decided I had 2 options. I can either give this to Dave to read, which he'll do a phenomenal job, or we just went over to Nissan and pulled in a big gun, man. We got Christian with us. Christian, we got a code here, that Tech Garage. We love that stuff. We want to learn about it, autonomous cars. This one here is kind of a weird code. We know it's a chassis code. We know B codes are body codes, U codes are network codes, and P codes are powertrain codes, but it has to do with that autonomous driving. Tell us about that code. What's going on?
Well, what's going on, that particular code sometimes comes up because you can have love bugs, you can have someone bump the front of their particular vehicle. And what it'll do, it'll throw that code because the car sometimes doesn't know what's happening. So it'll throw that code, and it's part of the safety system of the vehicle.
Awesome. So love bugs, sleet, snow, hail. Dave likes the Cincinnati team. Maybe somebody puts a sticker over there.
Yes, sometimes because that's a perfectly flat piece on the vehicle that people like to put their favorite sports team on the front of that car. And what'll happen is the distance sensor cannot see what's going on in front of the vehicle, so it'll also throw a light on the vehicle.
Now, distance sensor. We got this whole apparatus set up here. There's a lot to it. I mean, it could just be as easy as a regular code, but what is this actually doing?
What the sensor is doing on the vehicle, it is actually sending out signals to see how far the particular vehicle is in front of them. Matter of fact, the particular sensor that we have on this car, it'll actually see the car in front of it and the car in front of that vehicle.
And that's amazing. I mean, if you take a look at this graphic here, I mean, there's LiDAR, radar, wireless communication. There's all kinds of autonomous things going on behind the scenes that you may not know of. The sensors are hidden. This one happens to be right in the front. And when it gets knocked out of whack, like Dave and the boys, I don't know what in the world they did, but this one's a calibration. A U code would be a network code. This one's probably just a simple calibration.
Yes, this one here is just a simple calibration code.
Now walk us through the steps. There's a lot of stuff going on here. We see some lasers, we see some cool stuff going on. We probably could jury rig something, but this is the way to do it. Tell us step number 1.
Step number 1, what we want to do is we want to get our laser and we want to position it on the front of the target board to make sure it's perfectly centered with the distance sensor.
Awesome. And then I see kind of a G111, looks like a Hunter alignment machine deal, but you have a laser on it. You attach that to the wheel?
Yes, we attach that to the wheel because we want to make sure that the vehicle's tires and everything are perfectly straight on the car.
So it's all about the geometry?
Yes, all about the geometry of the vehicle.
Then I saw you put a mirror down. What was that all about?
With the mirror, when we put the mirror down, we lower that down to make sure that everything is perfectly straight with the target board and the geometry of the vehicle.
All the geometry of the vehicle set up, then what? Last step?
Last step is you hook up your scan tool and you go into recalibration on the scan tool, and after that, the code should go away.
We'll take it on a test drive, and then we'll come back and make sure all the codes are cleared. Now stick around because I'm going to show you how a simple oil change is not so simple when we return with more Tech Garage presented by RockAuto.com.